Welcome back. In previous video, we talked about the access tiers, and let's go ahead and talk about the pricing through the pricing calculator. Just to refresh the mind, we had three kind of tier: hot, cold, and archive, which has different cost in storing and different cost in accessing. For example, storing data in archive is much cheaper as compared to storing in cold or hot. But similarly, accessing data is very high cost. So let's go to the pricing calculator, select the storage account right here. So everything will, let's keep everything same, change the access tier, and we can see uh, the price changes. If we go hot to cold, it's 15. If we go cold to archive, it's $0.99 for storing the data. And I have consolidated this and put it here in the WordPad uh, just to understand it better. We can see the cost per GB per month for hot tier is $0.02. For cool tier, it's less, 0.015, and archive, it's very less. If we talk about the read operations, it's 0.0044, zero point zero 0.01, and $6. You can see it's very high. And write operations, 0.055 because it is frequently accessed. So access cost is less, 0.10, 0.12. And we talked about the minimum storage duration, 30 days. And it does not apply to blob accounts, and it is 180 days. And if we talk about the availability, hot is 99.9% and cool is 99%. And here it is offline because we rehydrate the data. I need to just show you something on the MS documentation that will also help us understand it a little better. I'm sorry. So here we have the availability option that I picked the previous diagram from. And you can see higher storage cost, lower access, higher storage cost, lower access. This is for the premium performance, which we use for, earlier it was only for the disk, but now it is also used for file and the blob. So lower cost, higher access, that we already talked about, so no need to repeat it. This is what I wanted to share. Object in the cool tier in GPV2 account have minimum retention duration of 30 days. Blob storage account don't have a minimum retention duration. It is for applicable for GPV2 account. And archive storage currently supports two rehydration priorities, high and standard, offering different retrieval latencies and cost. If it is high priority, of course, it would have lower latency but higher cost. These are two very important things. And let's go ahead and quickly check the life cycle management. Now, what is life cycle management? Well, this is the automated way of saving money for the data that we are not going to use so frequently. For example, if you have some data that you're going to use for 30 days and afterwards you would have the new data to access, and it would be old data and you do not need to access that. So you can move that data from hot tier to cold tier, and similarly cold tier to archive tier. So this entire pipeline you can do with the help of life cycle management. If you go to the storage account under the blob service, you have life cycle management. You're going to click on add rule, and here you can add the rule as per your need. For example, I'm going to give it a name, rule 1. Click on next, and here I can choose after how many days. It's an if and then statement. If last modified date for any data is, let's suppose, 30 days, then we can move this to cold storage. And we can add one more, and if then block, let's say 60 days, we can move it to archive storage. And we can similarly apply the if and then statement and create our life cycle management for the data. It will help us keep the data in the desired access tier and save the money. And we can also apply the delete once the need is over. Once there is no other compliance to match, we can easily delete the data. Okay, it will also minimize the admin overhead. Well, thank you for watching and you have a good day. Bye bye.